another mum, you know, talk to, contact Zenny, because I recommended you to so many people.
And how did you, amidst this COVID-19 pandemic, when you are still in Hong Kong, how many years have you stayed in Hong Kong? So from Manila, you moved to Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, in I want to say 2015, we moved to Hong Kong. We were there for almost 6 years.
In Manila or in Hong Kong?
Manila was 2 years, Hong Kong was 6 years.
6 years.
And the COVID, it's been, in Hong Kong, I think they managed it well enough that we were able to not be in such crazy lockdown. We had restrictions, but we were still able to gather and go out, and restaurants were still open. Even though the schools were shut, that was the biggest thing, the schools being shut. That was really hard for a lot of parents, and me as well as a parent. Having to homeschool children is not, we're not meant to be mothers as well as teachers, as well as work on business, as well as being partners and friends. There was too many things to do. So it was very hectic. I want to say it was hectic. And now being here in Melbourne, it's even harder because lockdown is like the Philippines, I think. We can't go anywhere. Everything is closed. We can't gather with our family. That's the hardest thing. And the retail, I feel for the people who have their small businesses, not being able to open up their doors to people. And yeah, so it's been hard, but we have to stay positive. We have Zoom, we have meetings, we can call people, we can still go outside and have fresh air. So I think we have to be thankful for the little things now, right?
And as I'm hearing you saying all those things, my next question is, how was the protocols, no traveling? Since you traveled from Hong Kong from Hong Kong to Melbourne, Australia, because if you remember, we moved several times this Chikahan.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
we
because
did.
You're preparing for moving to Australia, but you're thinking a lot of things, but of course, and then you mentioned to me that protocols that you need to be locked down something, quarantine. Yes.
So basically we made sure we got vaccinated before we left Hong Kong, and that was very easy to do. And then we had to stay in a hotel for 2 weeks. So we got on the plane, and so it's hard to get flights, but it was quite strange because there was no one on the plane. There was actually 16 people on the whole plane.
Yeah, scattered. Spread it out.
It was really funny that it was only 16, and they had more room to fit more people, I think. But and then we got to Sydney, and we were approached by doctors and medical staff all wearing their white blue outfits, and we were asked questions about any medical history or anything like that, and they saw we had children to know which hotel to put us in, and we got on a bus. The Army actually put us on the bus. The Army here in Australia helps out. We got put on a bus and taken to the hotel, straight into the hotel. We weren't allowed to leave. The door was, we weren't allowed to leave. We could not open the door except to collect food that they put there for us.
Inside the hotel, inside your room.
Yeah. Yeah, and the food was amazing actually. It was fresh, cooked every day, which helps. Because what can you do when you're in the hotel but eat and watch TV and
four corners?
But we were lucky enough to get a 2-bedroom suite with a balcony. So we could sit outside and get some air. And they did the testing 3 times.
Wow.
The swab,
when you arrived from the airport?
3 days after we arrived, then 8 days after, and then 12 days. So they checked, And then they took us straight from there. Yeah, then we were allowed to leave the hotel. But even before we left Hong Kong, we had to do a COVID test, the swab, before 72 hours before getting on the plane. Even the children.
Wow.
My 7-year-old and 5 will have to do the nose and the test. So
you paid for it or the government paid for it?
The government paid for the testing, but we have to pay for the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of people, I guess, might want to think of even traveling, but the quarantine costs so much money. The 2 weeks.
True.
That's the thing, But we're moving back home to Australia, so we did it. It had to be done,
Yes. Congratulations for going through a lot. The quarantine experience.
Yes.
But you enjoyed, at least.
We did it. I was so amazed when we got out. I was like, wow. I was dreading it. I was so nervous about how it would go. But we managed the 2 weeks with lots of board games and, board games and activities for the kids. And you can order things to be delivered.
Okay.
So I had like toys coming and craft.
Wow.
And my husband had a exercise, a treadmill.
Wow.
He was on the treadmill every
inside
day.
your hotel room.
Yes.
Wow.
And I love doing yoga and Pilates, so I was doing that, and I made the kids do some YouTube exercise with me as well, so they were moving. And we also had Just Dance, Nintendo Just Dance. So you copy the moves.
Yes.
So we were doing that. And
Wow.
so
Amazing, that you discover these things, that you can do those things at the comfort of your hotel room.
Yes, exactly. We made it work.
Yes. So how is it now in Australia? How is it? The protocols, is it really locked down with some particular area or in your area? How is it?
Yeah, so it's locked down in all of Melbourne, and where I am, as well as Sydney. And it's quite strict, a lot of restrictions. We can't leave more than 5 kilometres from our home.
Okay.
We can go outside to do some exercise, and we can have a picnic now and with another family, which is the newest thing, which is amazing.
Around the neighborhood, within your neighborhood, because 5 kilometers.
Within our neighborhood.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So you have to have people in your neighborhood. That's the other. And we can get. There are some restaurants open to do takeaway food, so you can collect food, and the grocery stores are open, and the pharmacies. But that is it. You can't do anything else. So it's very strict, but they have a plan in place.
Okay.
So now they are putting a plan in place, and by the end of October, school will open part-time. And some restaurants can open if they can have mainly for outdoor seating.
Al fresco dining.
And the biggest thing for me is a hairdresser, because I really need a haircut. My hair's short, I need a haircut. So they're saying, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have another month to go until the hairdresser will open. So next time you see me, I'm like this, like I'll do a start.
Yeah, you can learn now.
I can do it myself. Yes, I think I'll try. I'll try.
With your jewelry, the cover of the hair of the head.
Yeah.
Diba? Me, I'm always having this. This is my favorite. You know me, right? Always.
I love it.
With this
I really love it. Really cute.
Classic pineapple hairstyle. That's what I call it now.
So in you guys in Manila, is it the same with the lockdown? It's the same.
Well, thinking of it,
Oh,
I can say no or I can say yes to it because for some reason there are a lot of people moving around anywhere else.
oh,
But still, we're on the level 4 if I'm not mistaken. So we're waiting for more restaurants, more dine-in rather than al fresco and deliveries and the openings of the salons or the gyms, something like that, because we're waiting for the final decision.
okay.
If
Fingers crossed
yeah, so
that it
that
happens for you,
so
right?
that the businesses will start to get back and helps the economy, especially as Filipinos. But
Yes.
yeah, with me, I'm also praying because I'm doing the one-on-one session. But coming very soon, I'm going to have my own class online.
Really? So we can, some others can join as a group,
Yes,
or is it?
yes,
That,
yes. So you can I'll give you the link so your friends from wherever around the world they can join.
yeah,
Diba?
that's amazing.
Yeah, so
I do have a new baby joining our family soon. My brother is having
oh wow.
their third child, so
Uh,
yeah, I
yeah.
can share.
Yes, so I'll be discussing the prevention, to avoid having those problems, and then tips, techniques. Yan. That's the dynamics.
There are so many actually. Even
True.
changing my bra. You got me to
Yes,
change my bra.
yes,
When
yes.
I was sleeping, it was hard and it was pushing against me and
True.
causing lumps. And
Yes.
you even showed me the brand that I could find in the store.
Yes.
And that was I wore them even with Sienna, the same brand. I wore them with Sienna. And it was such a lifesaver. So yeah, there are a lot of tips. I won't give them all away, right? So
It's
shall we
okay.
quiet?
No. You can share it because you personally experience it. So they will realize, okay, that's true. Not only me telling it to them, but coming
Yes.
from you, of course.
Yes.
Diba? So
Yes.
yeah, because I'm learning a lot from the moms, whatever is
Mhm.
your concern, whatever pains you're having, so I'm checking, I'm observing, I'm assessing, and then I'm processing it because personally I haven't experienced that. I'm just, empathizing and hearing from you and from all those moms that I'm seeing. And then I'm thinking of something that can relieve that pain, So I'm very much thankful, especially to you and to all the moms, thousands of moms that listen to what I'm advising. Because, if you are hesitant or you have the apprehension of trying it out, you will never know what works with you.
Yes, it's true. And you're such a good listener. And you really observe and take everything in. So thank you for giving your time
Of course.
and for teaching me and all the other mums on how to be able to experience this amazing time with our babies.
Yeah, with your breastfeeding journeys.
Yeah, breastfeeding journey.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. So, thank you so much once again for this Glam Chikahan with the one and only Glam-mama Anthea.
I love that you call us a class.
Straight from Melbourne, Australia. Yeah. So,
Thank you for having me.
yes, and of course, I'm going to share your links for your designs, jewelries, diba? So, all
Well,
the
thank
naman,
you.
of course.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Yes. And on that note, thank you so much for joining us again. And we hope that we give you inspiration and encouragement, sharing to all of you the breastfeeding journeys of Glam-mama Anthea's and how she overcome all the challenges even the quarantine period. So, yes, we can all adjust and enjoy everything, even the little things. Okay?
Yeah.
So, always remember God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. And see you all soon again. Bye for now.